why is the past so much fucking better than the future?
We don't realize how good it is until it's gone.
Yes.
And
Hold on a second.
It is gone.
We're going to start now, but what I want you to do, it's a new thing that everybody loves, is applaud and you got to get me to come into the room like I'm busy.
Great.
I forgot.
You guys get started.
Oh.
Yay, Chip!
Yeah.
Come on, Chip! Come on out!
Where is he?
Come on! Chippy boy!
Okay!
Oh, yeah, there he is.
You don't recognize me, do you?
No.
You're in the woods.
It's Chipperson.
Oh, it's Chip, everybody. Chip.
Oh, my
it's Chip
God.
again. There he is.
Wow.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for coming on. Ronnie, I understood you had like a little internet issue. Is everything cool?
Yeah. The problem is I'm from the 1970s, so everything is weird. I'm UHF as far as I go.
Yeah, I've been called something like that. Yeah, not the U part, just the H and the F.
Right.
I'm not really good with the internet either. People always come to me and they're like, Chipperson, can you help? And I'm like, I don't know,
Yeah. You're your own engineer too, right, Chip?
Tonight I am. Yeah, my producer is fired in an hour. So no, I just kind of sprung it on him last minute that we were doing this tonight. I guess he's too fucking busy or something. I don't know. So we'll have before we start though, I want to plug everybody too, just to make sure we all get our plugs, because Ron's guy was very adamant. He wanted to know what the plugs were. And well, you really keep them in ship shape over there, don't you, Ron?
They are.
It's let me do a good job here. Hold on one second.
Too late.
Okay. The Bennington show is on 2 p.m. East. Faction Talk 103. Didn't say what time it's over, so I would say sloppy job by you guy. There should be some
Right. It's never over.
But it's never, it just keeps going.
Always is on. Yeah.
All right. And they can follow the Bennington show on Instagram, on the gram. Cut that out on the gram.
Oh.
It's Bennington SXM on the gram. And here's the big one. Saturday, October the 24th, which is the week before the witching hour.
Right.
Ooh.
You and Bobby Kelly are doing a show that will be filled with humor and evil. And it's at the minor league baseball stadium, First Energy Park in Lakewood, New Jersey. They can't just get tickets in the parking lot.
Right.
You got to go
from home plate.
Live from homeplate.com for tickets. Yeah. And of course, Anthony, you can see on Compound Media. With,
Bobby doesn't care what plate he's in front of.
Oh.
I love Bob.
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
That's I just say that.
Yeah, we always say that after we slam somebody. Yeah, how's that fat piece of garbage? Love him, though. He's a good egg.
Nice guy, though.
Oh, shit.
So, and you got Compound Media every day.
Yes,
You're on from 4 to 6 p.m. I haven't been invited in quite a while, which is a little bit hurtful.
I'm sorry. With Dave Landau. It's me and the great Dave Landau. And, of course, Chip, you're invited. Let's get you on this week.
I would like that a lot because I've been feeling a little left out.
I'll have the great E-Rock contact you, and we will get you right on.
Great. So that means we'll do it in March. Okay, great.
Another person who doesn't mind a plate in front of him.
Certainly doesn't. Never empty. Okay, hold on a second. Now, this Chrissie, milady.
Ooh, thank you very much. Ooh, much obliged.
Now, what's the, you're on Compound Media. Promote your show. I'm going to start doing the plugs early so I don't forget.
Oh, yeah. I do the Wet Spot every Monday on Compound Media. That's at 7:30. And Chip, I was watching your last episode. What did I do? If you need a lady, I would love to host a dating game show for you. Maybe pick out a lovely selection of ladies, maybe porn stars, maybe your type, and we could make a love match.
That would be fucking hot. Let's do a dating game where we'll get the broads and we'll say first prize. What could first prize be? You get to service Chippah's pecker with your mouth.
I think it's just a date.
Yeah.
I think it's a chaperoned date in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Like the old days.
Yeah, all expenses paid date to Sullivan's.
Oh, okay.
That's great. You can watch various people that work at Compound Media fall on the floor.
Yeah, there are some drinkers over there.
Oh, there certainly are.
How's that Bill Schulman?
Schultz, I believe his name is. Bill Schultz. He'd probably be one you find on the floor, too.
Oh, I know. That's what made me think of him. He should have welcome written on the back of his shirt.
Well, kind of does.
Guy.
On a tramp stamp.
Yeah, so I have that show and then another show called the Chrissie Mayr Podcast, which is on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud. And I'm going to be at Tiff's Ale House October 21st, headlining with Mike Figs featuring, and I think Bob Levy is hosting.
Bob is hosting?
Oh, yeah.
Reverend.
Oh, fuck. I'll tell you one thing. Before we get started, a little Jim Norton story. Norton loved Bobby Levy when they started. Loved him. I still love him, but I mean, when he started, he loved him too. So he would look up to Bob a lot and wanted to work with Bob, and they finally got to work together at Rascals, and Bob was hosting the show. And he should have brought a shovel on because he buried Norton. Norton was 2 years in and couldn't follow him. No, couldn't follow him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, little fucking Jim. Pathetic. Jim actually said, am I too dirty? And some guy went, get a new act.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and stupid Jim in his little purple pants walked off stage and cried all the way home. Little fucking fruit.
Oh.
I'm sure he's forgotten that, though. I'm sure it's,
No, it's still in there, I think. I got to be honest, Ron. I remind him of it whenever I talk, whenever Bob's name comes up, I'm like, remember you couldn't follow him?
I think Jim should have worn a cool, like, Burning Embers shirt, or something with a little more pizzazz.
Here's the problem. Jim wants comps. And, please, these don't grow on trees, even though they're... but they don't grow on trees. You got to pay for them. But this is an evil shirt.
I can see the stars. Mm-hmm.
Thanks. They're pentagrams.
Pentagrams.
Oh.
You want to see the back? I'll show you the back. I wasn't going to plug merch. I just happen to have one here. Okay. How fucking evil is that?
Hell is evil. It really
true.
And it's true. It's a true statement.
It's true, right? I'm not bullsugaring.
That's right.
Oh, it's the evil, probably the evilest of all places.
Ron, you look really good. You lost a lot of weight, real thin. How you feeling? Ron, go. Floor is yours.
I'm glad you brought that up because one time, and I was thinking about this today, Jim Norton, to bring his name up again, said that I look like Wolfgang Van Halen. And, I know I'm supposed to roll with the jokes, but I've also never forgotten that. A lot of nights I'll be laying in bed just staring at the ceiling.
That's okay. You look like Wolfgang, and hopefully Norton will wind up like Eddie.
Oh, shit.
I didn't mean that. That was tasteless. It just happened.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Right.
Yeah. He was a fucking, he used to jam.
Yeah, he did. He was a jammer.
A legend, a groundbreaking guitarist that changed the way so many people play, and new players adopted his style. There was nobody playing like Eddie
Hendrix.
Hendrix was great. I mean, he did the same thing for the 70s. Clapton, fantastic. But when you first heard those Eddie Van Halen leads, you didn't know what the guy was doing with the goddamn guitar until you saw
Beat
a video.
It. Remember Beat It? He was fucking strumming and Beat It. How nice was that?
Beat It.
He was
that cool rock song. That cool rock song in Twister, the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, did he do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He made the sound of tornadoes. That was his part to help.
But God bless he was a nice guy, even though I never met him. But people always said he was a nice guy, and he really would jam. I mean, the guy knew how to fucking strum away.
He was a strummer.
Yeah, I've modeled a lot of my music after that type of performance.
Can't really tell from the songs I've heard you sing. They sound a little more, I don't know, folky.
Yeah, there's an acoustic energy to them, all fairness. Do you ever interview him, Ron? You ever talk to him? What was your experiences?
I met him at a Monsters of Rock show.
Who was he there to see?
He was part of the Monsters of Rock. He was one of the monsters.
He was a monster.
He was a monster.
He was one of the monsters. And a very sweet guy, of course, and everything all the fun facts that Anthony brought here tonight were 100% true.
Just amazing.
We were all saying, what is that sound? And now we know. Now everyone can do it. It's not a big fucking deal.
I know, isn't that amazing? Taking that finger on the fretboard was alien. I don't know what that was. And now everybody.
Now children tap on YouTube. They're like, we're like, great.
Yeah, the old days are gone. Like when the fucking guys would just get up there and fucking jam out until the moon went down.
Now we have TikTok. Yeah.
15 seconds. Sure. It's too soon. You're on TikTok. Fucking comedians go up on TikTok and they go, hi, and then you get the light.
You get the light.
China gives you the light. Yeah, wrap it up.
So let me ask you, Ron, are you still feeling healthy? You feeling good?
You know, I am. I do feel good. Thank you for asking, Chippah. It's always fun to talk diet and exercise. It's something I always look forward to on this show.
Yeah, I like to get to the bottom of it because we're here to help people as well.
Right. But I didn't know.
You do interviews. I like to do interviews too. I like to get in there into the nitty gritty.
You do.
Yeah.
Last time I was on, I left crying. That's how, you brought up some stuff from my childhood. It really got to me a little bit.
That's right. We were talking about Florida and, dude, how many times did you eat oranges?
Well, I used to eat an orange a day when I lived in Florida, Chip.
Yep.
Free. They were actually free.
So they say, an orange a day.
Yeah. You should go, Chip. You would love it.
I don't like citrus because I have sores in my mouth. And it always burns when I eat citrus.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
who was that woman used to?
That's Chrissie.
Hey, Chrissie. Oh, it is though.
Yeah.
Oh, Anita Bryant.
What happened? Did you lose yours?
Oh, Chip.
Maybe you left it in Bryant Park.
You're incorrigible.
We're at a best of. I'm in the middle of a best of show right now.
Ron, if you think this is crazy, wait for a little bit longer.
Okay. All right.
Strap in.
Then you'll see what crazy really is. Believe me, the inmates are running the asylum.
Oh, God.
Oranges are just the beginning.
Yeah, please. I mean, things seem crazy now, but this is going to seem like the sane at times, in hindsight.
Right. I got you.
In hindsight, right.
Later. What were you saying, though, about Anita Bryant?
Yeah, she was like the orange. She sold orange juice down in Florida, and she was horribly anti-gay.
Yeah.
And she even took some crap for that because even back then, there were people that were like, hey, gay people ought to be able to live their lives. How insane is that back in the 70s?
What happened to her?
She died.
Is she dead?
Yeah, she influenced a lot of people's guitar playing and then died of cancer.
Oh, dude, fucking Eddie Van Halen. Oh, we mentioned him, but dude, fucking strumming the night away.
Right.
That guy was, you ever hear Eruption?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it fucking goes into like, you hear Jump?
Oh, yeah.
I think it goes into You Really Got Me.
Yeah.
Jump is not a great song if you're feeling suicidal, though.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of Jump, Chrissie? And don't think about it. Just let it happen.
Bum, 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 bum,
the keyboard at the
beginning.
I like when he's confused. He goes, who's in there? Yeah, My favorite part of any song. Hey, who's in there?
Wow, that's your favorite part of Jump, huh?
Of any song ever done. It's my favorite part because he's just kind of yelling to himself. He doesn't know what's going on. Yeah.
And then Chip turns off the radio after that part.
Yeah, he goes, I'm like, it's over for me. It doesn't get any better than that. Can't follow that.
Good part. I can't. I did like David Lee Roth, the way he would just talk his way through songs like that. Whoa! Boozy bop! Shit like that.
He had to because he couldn't sing.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Sing. He did what he had. Yeah.
Whoa. Perhaps you've never heard, I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I go, and then something happens. I don't recall.
Yeah.
People react to him in some way.
You cannot get there from here, baby. It's just talking.
Yeah, I like that. I like singing the best.
Yeah.
Like William Shatner's records are always very good.
Sure. Yes, of course. Like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Did he do? No, he did.
That's the Beatles.
That's the Beatles.
Well, he did. No, I know, but I think William Shatner did He did Elton John's song, Rocket Man. That was the one.
Oh, right, because he's a spaceman. Sure.
Pocket man. He did that at some science fiction festival, and everyone thought it was an amazing, dramatic recitation.
Yeah, was it good?
Just sucked. It was so bad.
Oh, was it bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ant's a buzzkill. He doesn't like I enjoyed Johnny Cash's cover of Rusty Cage, and Ant Boy put a stop to that. Yeah, he didn't like it at all. He ruined it for me. Ruined Joan Baez for me. I can't enjoy her anymore. I put on Joan Baez, and all I hear is Anthony going, like a fucking...
how about that? My husband's on a hunger strike in prison. And
did she have like a stoma or something? What was going on with her?
No, it was that old folk singer voice of the 70s and 60s.
Yeah. Imagine there was a singer who, like the first singer who sings that have like a hole in their throat. You just put the microphone.
Like that. There's a hole in my throat thinking of something, which would be ironic.
Yeah, he'd be a double mask wearing mug. He'd have to have one around here and one around his neck and pull it down.
I haven't heard anyone complain about that.
Kiss me on my throat hole.
When are they going to get that in the political speeches, demanding that they wear a...
That's the next group of people that like we can't make fun of. Like when trans people are finished with their time, it'll be stoma people.
Stoma.
Oh, that's what a stoma is?
Yeah, it's when
I thought it was the guy that smoked a lot of pot. I misunderstood you.
That's stoner.
Yeah, no, my ears are going, Ron. It's all the karate and shit. Getting bad ears. So how's your show going?
You know, I just got an update. Joe Biden has COVID. Just
for real?
Oh, that's a shame.
Joe Biden has it.
No.
So, yeah.
That's about Trump?
Crazy.
They will be able to debate now because they both have it.
Because they both have it.
Right.
It's like having sex together if you both have AIDS. Remember that?
Yeah.
You were kind of happy to find someone else.
Or if you're already pregnant, he can come inside you.
Yeah.
Or so I've heard.
Yeah, with AIDS.
With AIDS.
Safe. Good.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, make sure we have a skinny little mug. We don't want a fat baby.
Is it too soon to do AIDS jokes?
No, man. I think you got to give it a little bit of window of grief, and then it's all good.
Yeah.
Now you see commercials for medications for people with AIDS on TV. Who thought we'd see that time where the cure is right there, available like arthritis medicine or Ozempic.
I know. I wish I would have known. My first email address was positiveundetectable@gmail. That's what
Don't you like those songs? Don't you like the songs? That
I love songs.
They're like, Ozempic. I was singing those words to the song by Pilot Magic the other day, driving back from Atlantic City. I'm like, I was singing the Ozempic version of the song. That's how fucked up things are.
What is Ozempic?
I don't know. It's a medicine for something.
Oh, okay.
Maybe psoriasis, maybe arthritis. I don't have a clue what any of them do, but I kind of like the song. There's a Michael Jackson one.
Yeah. You put your Pilot 8-track in, and then you were just singing along.
I was my 8-track. I had to get a matchbook to fix it because it was kind of skipping.
Yeah.
How ironic.
Old school.
Yeah, I used to love the theme songs. In my house, they had an 8-track of all the theme songs, and Good Times was very popular with my mother and her friends. That was the good one.
And you did parodies to it, would you, Chip?
Yeah, because they would be enjoying it. I would run in, I would go, bad times. And then one of them would smack the side of my face.
Regular times.
Yeah, average times.
That's good.
So we'll do a dating game. I like that a lot.
Ooh.
You could call it Milady.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be good? Because Chip, you're always Milady.
Right. Instead of bachelorettes, Milady number 1, Milady number 2.
Milady. Oh, that would be fly as shit.
So
I almost
he's number 1 and number 2? That's asking a lot of Chip.
Yeah, sure is. Sounds like a full meal to me. Yeah, I don't usually do very well on dating games. I think I went on one Ron was putting on.
Yes. No winners that night. Oh. Yeah, no winners.
What happened?
Yes. Fucking nobody chose. I was too funny.
Yeah, he was too funny. Nobody wanted him.
That never worked on the dating game either. It was like the funny guy would never get the date.
Fuck yeah! All right, let's talk about something all of us can use right now during this horrible time. Sex. Good sex. The type of sex that Chippah is expected to deliver. My sex life is okay. Without Blue Chew, it's garbage. With Blue Chew, it's good. You can increase your, hold on now, Daddy has an itch, guys. You can increase your performance and get extra confidence in bed. Listen up, Blue Chew, BLUECHEW.com. That's blue like the color blue. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Cialis and Viagra. How do I know? Because I've chewed it many times. I get in a cab, come into a girl's house, and my peck is laying there. Looks like a dog that you kicked. And then I pop a Blue Chew, and the next thing you know, I walk in, and she's like, God, your pecker looks good. I'm like, yeah, whatevs, babe. You visit BlueChew.com right now. Get your first shipment for free when you use our special promo code CHIP, C-H-I-P. You pay $5 for shipping. $5 for shipping. That's less than you're going to have to pay to Uber her home when you bomb in bed without Blue Chew. When your peck is laying there like a snail that's been punched. It's just cowering like a snail that's been punched. She's going to go, Uber me home, you sack of turds. That's going to cost more than the $5 for shipping. Blue Chew is made in the USA. It's prescribed online by licensed physicians, so it's not some idiot. Blue Chew is made in the USA. It's prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to a doctor or wait in line. It's even cheaper than the pharmacy. And they prepare and ship it right to you in a discreet package. No awkwardness. You don't even need to leave the house. BLUECHEW.com. Try it for free. $5 for shipping. I personally endorse this. I love to chew them little mugs up and then show a girl what my pecker can do. Let's be honest. If you're watching this, you're probably a dud in the sack. Aren't you tired of being a dud in the sack? Take that little fella. Other side, there it is. Take that little fella, and it will help your pecker. Fuck yeah!
Not fair. Yeah.
It's not fair. How come you don't have a boyfriend?
Me?
Oh, you do?
I do.
I thought you meant Anthony.
Oh, no, I know why he doesn't.
We don't talk about him.
Yeah. He's a big basketball player. Oh, so how come you're not married, I should say?
Oh, I don't know. It never came up. It never happened.
Because it's not 1950. They could live in sin, Chip. It's okay.
Nah, I don't like that at all. I'm sorry. No, I don't like
that kind of thing.
Yes, I am. My mother would have said that you're a woman of loose moral virtue. A redhead, Chipper. I always told you.
Do you also say a marriage is between Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve?
My mother says that a lot. Every time we see two guys, she'll go, look at them. They look like swishers, Chipper. It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
That looks like a Swiffer wet jet.
Yeah, nice.
I have one of those.
Yeah, as you should. Now, when you use one, do you clean up the floor with it? Because I used the Swiffer jet. I would do the floor in the bathroom, and I would come and do the table, and my mother would go, that's...
Oh, yeah, the order matters. You got to do floor stuff on the last part.
Yeah, because I'd be dragging cat litter across the table and whatnot.
Oh, yeah, you got to vacuum first, and then I Swiffer wet jet. It squirts out.
Oh, my God. Cleaning practices here.
So, Ron, let me ask you a question. Growing up in Florida, did you have a fan in your room?
But
he don't even know what he just said.
I would, I would bring one home from the radio show and just let him watch that night.
Let him watch you sleep.
Yeah. I didn't grow up in Florida. I moved there when I was like 19. I grew up outside of Philly.
Oh, well, where were you? Were you in Wilmington? Were you a Delaware boy?
No, I was really in between Philly and Wilmington.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, all right.
The two cities, really.
Oh, okay. So you probably go to Philly, have a cheesesteak or something?
Yeah, that's where I would go and get a cheesesteak.
Yo, you ever been to South Street?
Yes, I was at South Street. It was great.
Let's talk Philly. So let's get to the bottom of. Let's get deep inside Ron Bennington, because you're always the one probing the minds, and now it is time to have your psyche peel back like so many onions.
Okay, let's do it. Chippah.
You ever been to the other corner of 8th and Walnut?
Oh yes, Steven Sanger.
I hate that guy. I hate that guy.
I hate Steven Singer.
So listen, growing up in Philadelphia, when there was the riots and all the tension, what was you doing?
Was this last week?
Yes, I was saying, look, Frank Rizzo is bringing out the cops.
Listen, you crumb bum.
Yeah, you crumb bum.
I love that guy.
Did you like Frank Rizzo?
My parents were big fans.
My parents
were big fans.
Everyone's parents were big fans.
Right.
Did they like the way he handled things?
Yeah, he did. He said they're really keeping the neighborhood. You know what I mean? The neighborhood will not change. That was the big thing there. Wow. Keep the neighborhood exactly the same as it is now. Yeah. Yeah. Well, South Philly.
Now, let me ask you, when you was growing up in Philadelphia, right, did you ever, like, go down to the Liberty Bell?
Yes. Yes, I did, Chippah, all the time. My family would say, come on, we got 15 minutes. Let's go to the Liberty Bell. You know, when I honestly, here's the weird thing. When I was a kid, like in 1st or 2nd grade, the Liberty Bell didn't belong to the federal government. Philly was in charge of it. It was just in this shitty like shed, and there was nothing around it. And the kids would all come in and we'd climb on top of the Liberty Bell.
Wow.
And people were writing on it and shit.
Put your boogers on it.
Yeah, you could do whatever you wanted. You could jizz on the Liberty Bell. It was always a big thing for kids.
It wasn't even cracked. It wasn't even cracked.
It wasn't even cracked then.
It was the kids crawling on it that cracked the thing.
You know, I went to the Liberty Bell one time and I got yelled at because it was a tour, and I took my pecker and I hit it against the bell. I'm like, oh, look what I did.
You rang it.
Yeah, it cracked and they arrested me.
Did it sound like one of those little bicycle bells? Because your little...
Or like a horn, like...
So wait, you would grow up, you guys would go and, let's say, frolic on the bell, for lack of a better term.
Right.
How did that affect your psyche?
I've never come back from it, Chippah. I'm going to be totally honest. A lot of times I'll wake up at night, sometimes crying, sometimes screaming. I like to think that those trips to the Liberty Bell were my Vietnam.
There you go. You know? Thank you, man. That's
it. So you were saved by the bell.
Oh.
See, she brought it home.
Show.
God damn, Chrissie.
Another show.
Chrissie's the belle of the ball.
Oh, we're doing bell. All right. Hold on. Did you ever get a Danish for bell?
I was a long way for that one.
I love that scene.
Yeah.
Right before he gets that.
I would have stood there. I went, where's Bevan DeVoe?
Because of the bell.
Right.
You know, if I really want tacos, where should I go? I can't think of a place.
I brought my mother and I got to make a phone call. Ma
Bell. Ma Bell.
All the kids know that one.
Yeah, all the youngsters are always bringing up Ma Bell these days.
Remember that?
Was so much smaller than I thought it would be when I met the bell for the first time. I was a little underwhelmed.
Yeah. Well, it's not a giant bell, you know. No, but the worst thing, the worst thing they'll ever let you down is go to Plymouth Rock.
Oh,
it's fucking tiny.
Wow.
How big is it? I don't know. I thought the ship landed on it. It's a stone at best.
That's it?
Oh.
Yeah. You can pick it up easily and put it in the trunk and leave.
You'd think someone would have done that at some point.
Maybe they took the initial one and then they had to be like, cover it up. Just put another rock there.
Yeah.
I've never been there. I can't believe it's a small little thing like that.
And you lived up that way for a while.
I did. I thought it would be more like, because I know the Blarney Stone's pretty big, right? You got to kind of hold people by their legs so they could kiss it out there. I don't know.
Why hold their legs?
The Rock of Gibraltar looks pretty big on those Prudential insurance commercials.
Yeah, that's a nice size there. That's a decent rock.
That's your big rock. That's
right.
So in Philly, did you ever go to Mount Rushmore and see the presidents?
We would. We'd like to say a nice 4-day ride. And we would go there. Yeah. But also, have you guys ever been there? It's also disappointing. It's
very disappointing.
Than you expect. Yeah.
Yes. I thought it was giant. I said, Ma, those are the biggest heads I've ever seen.
Right.
They were actually only the size of the president's head. They're way up there. Just little tiny. Oh. You got this long winding road for hours and hours. And then when you get there, you look up and there's like a white kind of speck up there. And it's like, that's it.
Disappointing.
It is.
Sucks.
You know, the Mona Lisa is also like only like this big.
I know.
It's also really small. That was like really disappointing.
Did you go to France?
Yeah, once. I'm still paying for it.
Yeah. I see the Mona Lisa.
Did you see?
Where'd Ron go? Ron, what happened?
No. He doesn't want to talk about the Mona Lisa.
Oh, there he is. All right, that's better.
Chrissie, did you see England?
Yeah, I actually went when I was in high school.
Did you see France?
I did.
Do the underpants line.
What's the underpants line?
Go, Ant. Do it. It'll fucking kill. Ant, it'll kill. Do it.
I've seen London. I've seen France. What's else? What else?
You see Chippah's underpants?
Oh, wow.
Fucking Chip.
Yeah, some people think they get credit if they finish the joke, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody else started it.
Oh,
I gotta tell you, that just laid there. That punchline of yours just fucking laid there.
Yeah, no good at you. Didn't follow it up with a little.
I know, it happens.
So, Ron, let's take you back. Picture this. You're a boy. You're in Philly. Before the radio, before the cocaine, before the craziness. Talk to me about Ben Franklin.
Well, he was an interesting man. He was kind of like a father to me, if I'm going to be totally honest.
There you go.
He was like a founding father.
Like a forefather. Yeah, something like that.
Brother said something there. The brother said something there.
But thanks.
You ever been to his house? You ever been to his house in? In Philly. He's got like it's just kind of framed out where his house used to be.
Yeah. Right. Betsy Ross's house is the big thing, and then I remember even being a kid. The stairway is so fucking tiny.
Really?
It's unbelievable how tiny people used to be.
Didn't have no junk in the trunk, old Betsy?
No.
Yeah.
That's where she knitted the flag.
That's where she knitted it. It's a knitted flag, an Afghan, really, the first one.
Did you ever go to Betsy Ross's house and just ponder of America?
That's what I would do. Normally after dinner, I'd go over there. After I had a cheesesteak, I would go over and sit in her
that's a Philly thing.
Yes, it is.
What's your favorite cheesesteak there?
I've never had one.
Too bad.
Ooh.
This Geno's is supposed to be good.
Geno's, you mean?
Oh.
No, they're not.
Geno's is really good. Yeah, and he has pictures. He likes to meet comedians, so he's got pictures of like comedians all around.
I've never seen a restaurant do that.
Around the world.
I have. A lot of them do it.
Really?
Yeah.
There's also Jim's, which is really good, but that's not like on the main.
What do they serve? Tube steaks?
Same thing.
There was a shoe cobbler near my apartment in the city.
Oh, sounds delicious.
Believe it. Very tough, a little leathery.
Yeah.
And there were pictures of like Rosemary and Maury Amsterdam and the Ethel Merman in the window, all signed. Like these pictures. There wasn't a celebrity in that window from 1980 forward. None. And I was fascinated. Every time I walked by, I had to look and think when that person got their shoes fixed and signed a picture for that gentleman.
Do you think the cobblers are into feet? Like, do you think they smell the shoes after you drop them off?
Oh, wow.
You have to work around the shoes all day.
Yeah, I would.
Kinky, yeah.
But really, the old days when you would go in and people would, put your shoes on for you, that was more upskirt guys, I think, than even foot.
Yeah. I got fired from a job like that. Yeah, the shoe salesman. I was trying to sell shoes.
Yeah.
I got fired.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because they caught me peeking and making comments.
Oh, no.
You probably shouldn't have made the comment.
What were you saying?
No. Nobody likes to be shoe shopping in here. Ew.
Did you know how to work that gadget, that mechanical slidey thing?
Oh, yeah.
Here's the problem. Thank you for asking. I thought the goal of that was to make the two metal ends meet.
Oh, see?
Ooh.
That probably created some problems for the customer.
Yeah, I'd put the foot in there and I'd just fucking do that. And I would push it as hard as I fucking could.
You're like, what? Wait, they use these in Asia. They're supposed to make your foot smaller.
Yeah, they're binding.
Nails broke off, blood all over the fucking thing.
Rough job.
Yeah, I didn't know any better. I took a hammer time and just kept trying to hit it. I'm like, I'll fix it, lady. Relax.
So you've always been in shoe business.
Oh, see?
What? Yes.
I don't think he knows what he said, Chip.
No.
What, guys?
What? A second. I was at a press briefing. All right. All right?
No, I haven't.
You all right?
Passed it around.
So where'd you grow up, Chrissie? What kind of town did you grow? Don't, Ron, you're not off the hook yet, believe me. I'm just letting it
Let's
cool
get
off
into
a
Chrissie
little.
for a while.
Oh, yeah. Rockville Center in Long Island, famous for its many restaurants. And, I did a little bit of dance when I was younger, a little bit of gymnastics, but I started too late. I started at 9. They was like, you might as well be 50 years old.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Did you want to be a little ballerina?
I think I did. I wanted to be, when I was little, I really wanted to be a gymnast and a veterinarian. I was like, I can do both.
Sure.
But no, it's really hard.
Imagine being from Rockville Center.
Yeah,
Chip.
it rocks.
Cool.
Just rocking all the time.
Yeah. That's
People-
a cool place.
People always thought, they're like, well, you're from the place with the ice skating rink? They thought it was Rockefeller
No,
Center.
that's Rockefeller.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, that must have hurt so
It
much.
did hurt.
Let me ask you, Chrissie, what is your worst memory from childhood? And
Oh,
don't lie or
okay.
I'll know.
Probably when my dad threw a chair at me.
Oh, shit.
But he missed. He was like, it was like, you know.
Why would he throw the chair at you?
He was mad.
Who was your dad? Was it Archie Bunker? Hey there.
That's a good impression.
Thank you. I do Edith too. Get away from me, you. My husband will be home.
Wow.
Oh, the rape scene.
Yeah.
Not everybody does. A lot of
Wow.
comics are afraid to do the rape scene.
Right.
I just do
You went
Edith
right
running
there.
away. That's the only one I
Yeah.
could do from Edith. I can't do her.
Yeah.
That and cream in your eye.
Right.
So what happened? Your
That's
dad
the
threw a
rape
ch-
scene.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The same one with Sammy Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Your dad's throwing a chair. Why? Was it supper time? What was the motivation?
I think I used to piss him off a lot. I think I would just be like, I don't know. I guess I made him mad a lot. I don't know why. I don't know really what I did. I was 8, so it couldn't have been that
Whoa,
bad.
at 8 years, I thought you were like 14 or something. You're being a little sassy with dad.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And he
Like,
wanted
definitely.
to put you, but 8, I mean.
Yeah, me in college, throw all the chairs at me. I was in pain. You know what I mean? Yeah, even a teenager, but like, I was just like confused, and it just made me kind of like afraid of him. But like, I just sort of withdrew. I don't know. We're doing okay, I guess.
Hold on a minute, little lady. Hold on, that doesn't work.
You can't use that
Couldn't
as a
hear
hat.
you. I couldn't hear you.
My lady.
Maybe he just
My
didn't
lady.
want me to sit down. I don't know.
Let me walk us through it. What happened? You and your dad are there. Where were you? Like in the parlor?
I was in the kitchen, and
What were you having? Take us back down memory lane.
I was just like, I was in
Cocoa
the
Puffs?
kitchen
Was it
between-
supper?
I was like, I don't know. It wasn't dinner time or anything like that.
No.
And he just got mad. I think I was like just mouthing off or talking back or whatever it was. And then he just like got mad. And he like picked up, they were like these wooden chairs, and it amazingly like didn't break, but it also like didn't hit me. So, it all worked out.
Not
Yeah.
just.
Right. Yeah.
What started it? Not just. What started it?
I don't really remember. I think, I would,
Trust.
Quid
Trust
pro quo, Chippah.
I really can't remember.
Tell me things I'll tell you.
Yeah.
My worst memory was one time I was rocking out and I realized that my amp was no good.
What happened?
I had to play acoustic.
That's the worst memory.
Oh, no.
No, buddy.
I went over, jumped into another one, took the other guy's guitar and finished the show.
Chip,
Find-
it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's Jacksonville.
Not your fault.
Fuck yeah! Great news. I'm going to welcome a new sponsor to the Chipperson Podacast. Feels CBD products. FEALS. You experience stress. You got anxiety or chronic pain. I got all of them. I'm stressed out because it's hard being number one. I'm always in pain because I'm always fighting for what's right. And a lot of times, my mother's a big lady and I got to carry her up the steps so it hurts my back. Got trouble sleeping? Do you? I do. You're not alone. Many of us have these problems. Everybody I know who's tried Feels has said it helps, and they promised to give me some. Everybody says it helps. Feels the premium CBD delivered directly to your doorstep. Now, here's what it does. It naturally helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness. What do you want to do? Take a bunch of pills or something? Or run around in a circle until you're tired like a fool? Feels does it naturally. And it's easy to take. It's not hard. You don't have to get somebody, I'm going to turn over on my stomach now. Put it in. Oh, now, put the suppositor. No, it's none of that. This is easy. Few drops of Feels under your tongue. Feel the difference within minutes. The thing to remember about CBD is finding your right dose is important. Everyone's dose is different. So a little trial and error, that's all. You leave room to experiment over the course of a week or so. No need to rush. Your life's already stressed anyway. You don't need more. Piece of garbage, you. You might need take a little more, take a little less to get the effect that you're after. And there's real human support. I'm so sick of computers. You need help. You want to talk with somebody about CBD? Hold on. I didn't say that right. We're not going to cut it because this is my anxiety and stress. If you're new to CBD, Feels offers free CBD hotline to help guide your personal experience. Isn't that nice? You can call somebody, got a question about Feels, and they'll go, hello? What do you need? You feel better naturally. Feels works naturally to help you feel better. There's no high, there's no hangover, there's no addiction. That's why I can take it. Because I can't get high and I don't want an addiction. I got too many of them. This is natural. No high associated with it, no addiction. And that's what I want. Join the Feels community, FEALS community, to get Feels delivered to your door every month. You'll save money on every order. And you can pause or cancel at any time. Now, Feels has everyone I know feeling their best every day, and it can help you too. Become a member today by going to feels.com/chip, FEALS.com/chip. You get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's for Chipperson's fans. FEALS.com/chip to become a member and get 50% off automatically, taking off that first order for free shipping. Hold on a second. And free ship. I'm stupid. Cut that part out. FEALS.com/chip to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order plus free shipping. There you go. Feels.com/chip. Welcome aboard, Feels. You're going to be very happy here on Chipperson's Podcast. Fuck yeah!
Finding your dead giraffe because it starved to death.
Oh yeah,
poor fella.
Got its neck down to eat the apples.
Down.
That wasn't your worst memory.
No, not at all. It was the Ambien unplugged.
Your dad peeling out in the gravel driveway for the last time you ever saw him and flinging gravel into your face.
That was my worst dental memory because I had gravel stuck between my teeth. I had to go and have it look like I was wearing a grill.
Stuff is bad. Like when stuff happens to your teeth, like when I was in the summer before 9th grade, I was playing with a bungee cord. Oh, was it 8th grade? God, maybe it was 9th or 8th grade. I can't remember, but I was playing with a bungee cord. I guess I had no toys. Instead, I wanted to let it go with this hand and fling it that way, but I let it go with this hand and I knocked out like half of my front tooth.
Wow.
You know, it's funny you should say that. You ever see, we had something like that, but it was a slingshot and there was a big metal ball in it. So we gave it to little Jeff Wilkerson. And we said, here, now go like that, but aim it towards your own mouth.
Oh.
And then we said, let it go, and you're going to laugh. And he did. And it knocked 9 of his teeth out.
9.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's
yeah.
How's Jeff now?
I mean, he's got no teeth, but I mean, it was funny. We all liked him after that.
He loves mashed potatoes.
Yeah, he's a big fan. Oh, cut down. I was going to say ice cream, but mashed potatoes is better.
Ice cream is good too.
So it's early in the morning. Something woke you. You're in the kitchen. You're going to have Cocoa Puffs or a pound cake or perhaps bacon. Your father throws a chair. What are we missing?
I don't know what I did to piss him off. I was constantly making him angry. I can't remember.
How would you make him angry?
I would just like not listen, but I was 8, so I wasn't really up to that much trouble.
Did he make you perform fellatio? Did he sodomize you?
No, but he did walk around naked a lot. Like I was a naked, he was like just walking around naked, not caring, like to and from the bathroom to his bedroom. And me and my sister's bedroom was also on the same floor, the second floor. So it was like me and my sister, the bathroom, my parents' room. So he would often just walk back and forth.
Wait, would he walk quickly or would he stop in front of your room and do jumping jacks?
He wouldn't do jumping jacks.
Would he saunter?
He would take his time. It was there was no like, oh my God, you know.
There's something weird going on there.
This show is heavy, Chip.
Yeah, I like to get to the bottom of it.
Heavy.
I saw his penis.
Yeah, wow. I should call this nitty gritty.
Wow.
Getting heavy with Chipperson.
Yeah.
So wait, so what fun? You did see his penis. Now, was that traumatic?
He wouldn't say like, come look at this, but he just
didn't need to. It was all over the house.
Right.
Up at the ceiling fan.
Did he wink?
No. I mean, like, I remember as a kid, I was like, it looks big. I just don't know if it was like, it just looked big. I don't know if it looked big, just like in my little hand, you know?
It was in your hand?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Chip, heavy.
Heavy stuff.
So the first penis you ever saw was your father's.
Yeah.
That's really kind of strange. Did you use it to measure all penises in the rest of your life?
You know, it's always in the back of my mind.
Penises.
Oh no! Better than the back of your throat.
Well, when it goes past your mouth and hits your mind, you know.
So wait a minute. So why would he throw a chair at you? That's inappropriate. He might have been was he creepy or was he just an angry guy? Why would he go? You're such a nice lady.
No, thanks. Well, he drank and he would get mad and
Let's see. Was the chair connected to his balls? Now I don't.
No.
Maybe you're blocking.
Yeah.
God, no. I really can't remember. Because I'm in therapy. I would feel like this would have all come out.
Well, maybe not. We're just getting to the bottom. And Ron, believe me, don't you stop sweating.
I'm going to have to send you guys each $100 after this.
Did his friends come over and bring their own chairs to throw at you?
No.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody smack my daughter with a chair. Come on, guys.
I just got a folding chair. Good enough. Bring it over.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe, it was your father. Was he like, what's the wrestler's name? Big Teddy Thorpe?
No.
Big
Teddy Thorpe. No.
Yes, that's him. Big Teddy Thorpe, the champion.
They called him the bear.
Oh, fuck.
So I didn't mean to bring it down.
Wow.
It seems funnier. Like it seems funnier to me and less like dark.
So wait a minute. Now, do you talk to him now? Do you guys get along? Did any of this never came up? Your therapist is terrible. I got this out of you in 2 minutes because Chipperson gets in there.
She knows. Gritty. She knows too. Yeah.
What did she say?
She was like, "That's terrible. Like, what did you say? You must have deserved it." No, she was like, "That's horrible, and it's why you sort of may or may not have trust issues with guys." And like, I kind of grew up being scared of my dad, like all just like I guess typical girl stuff.
So do you only like guys now who are nude when they shouldn't be and throw furniture?
Yeah. You know, I've always had a thing. Like anytime a guy goes to reach for a chair, I go,
Yeah, wouldn't that be weird? Someone's being a gentleman to pull out the chair and you think they're going to like wing it at you.
And I run across the room.
Yeah, screaming
like Big Teddy Thorpe.
Big Teddy Thorpe.
Yeah, I just improv the wrestling him.
Oh, that's not real? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I heard it once. I don't remember. So, Ron, now you're back on the hot seat.
Back to you.
So, when you was a boy, did you ever see an older man nude?
It was Christie's dad came over.
Oh no!
Pulled the chair out of his zipper and made me lick the end of it. Is that weird? Is that bad?
Oh no! You had to kiss the chair leg. Yeah, I played that game.
Don't kiss the chair leg.
Yeah.
And then he brought over. I just remember he brought over his two brothers, and they all yelled 3 chairs for Ronnie.
Hip hip hooray!
Hip hip hooray! Smacking me with their chair legs.
Yeah, wow, that'll happen.
Chippah, this is a breakthrough. I don't know how I feel like a piano was taken off my back. It's amazing.
And then you look at the end of the chair leg, and there's those little stinky rollers that keep it from marking up the floor.
Oh yeah, the little pads. Pouch. Yeah.
So are you mad at your dad?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but more so.
The anger. Hold on there.
Oh, here he goes. Dr. Chipperson.
Yeah, the master at getting to the nitty gritty.
Yes and no. I mean, like he was a German immigrant.
There we go. Perfect.
Boy, that's right.
His
stopped off in Brazil for a few years, then came up when the coast was
bad childhood himself. Like my dad's dad was a German soldier who felt guilty about the Holocaust. So
guilty about losing?
What you will there. Yeah.
Wait, your dad's dad was a Nazi?
Maybe.
Not all the soldiers were Nazis, you know.
Yeah. He was Nazi adjacent because I asked that. I was like, Dad, was Grandpa a Nazi? And he was like, no, actually being a Nazi was a big deal. It meant you were the cream of the crop, the top of the top. And he wasn't even good. That.
He wasn't good enough to be a Nazi?
No, I guess not.
I would hate to be a Nazi. Yeah. So wait a minute. Was the in something after the war? Because they were hunting Nazis like crazy.
Yeah, I think they were a little bit, when they came to this country, like they were a little bit like nervous about their Germanness. And
unless you could build a rocket.
They would try to hide it, I think.
Then you're in. Pats on the back. Hey, don't worry about that whole thing.
Yeah.
Just to the moon.
We didn't see nothing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really, so now do you got any brothers or sisters?
Do I? Or
I don't know.
He? Yeah, I have a older brother and older sister.
Now, what do they remember about these days?
They did not get hit with any furniture. They also were like never pissing him off like I was.
How were you pissing him off at 8?
I don't know how you pissed him off.
I don't know. I guess I was always like misbehaving. Like I don't know what that was though. I
thought your last name was Mayer.
That
misbehaving.
What? Oh, okay.
Sometimes I'm not even looking and you throw a curveball. Congratulations.
That's what I do, Chip. It's all for you.
All right. So we got to the bottom of her childhood. There's a lot of trauma and a lot of weird penis energy all over the house that nobody knows what's going down. Now, Ronnie was a little Liberty Bell boy. Liberty Bell boy climbing around like a little monkey on the old Liberty Bell and whatnot and making little good-natured jokes and running amok in the town of Philly. Susan B. Anthony, your opinion on her, please?
Well, she's not from Philly, but she seemed like a very nice woman.
Where's she from?
I think that she's from Rockville. Where
you should have
grew up. Yeah.
Oh, Rockville Center.
Rockville Center.
Yeah.
Who else is from Philly that's famous that you liked when you were a boy? Who made you cry when you were a boy?
I'll just say this, Chip. I'm not at liberty to say right now.
Oh, wow.
Wait a minute.
That's a smart joke right there.
You don't even know what you said.
Yeah. I think out of everybody in Philly, I think we're all still most proud of Bill Cosby. He's
Philly's really son.
One of the all-time greats and does pretty well with the ladies. You know what I mean?
Yep. Philly. Whether they like him or not.
I forgot he was from Philly.
I did too. Dr. Cosby's, my mother thinks he's really funny. She said, oh, Chippah, the jokes this man tells, I'd let him slip me a Mickey. I was like, Ma, you're being fresh. She was drinking Wild Irish Rose.
Wild Irish Rose?
Yeah, my mother likes. Yeah,
is that a person?
She likes whiskey.
And inexpensive whiskey.
Yeah, my mother's a bargain hunter.
She is.
Yeah, she's been called a pinch penny.
Right.
Penny pincher.
Yeah. So let me ask you something, Chrissy. Do you only like older men?
No, no. My boyfriend's a younger man. He's younger than me.
Oh.
So I'm all over the map. Yeah, whoever.
There's bones on my hat.
What does he do? Is he a furniture mover?
Oh, thank God. Thank God. I was like, you know what? Can we just have stools in here? You know?
Ew.
Yeah. Oh.
Was that in the bathroom or something?
Breakthrough.
Yeah. All right. So you like a nice, that's because you want to probably control whoever you're dating. Just because you thought it was so crazy and uncontrollable, you want a young one.
It's like he's only like a year or two younger.
Oh, Anthony, your childhood was an unmitigated disaster. Let's get into it.
I had some fun every so often.
Sure, but you made little puppets.
I liked my toys. I liked, I made puppets.
I liked puppets too.
Oh, I loved puppets.
Did you? Well, are we not all puppets in this system of oppression?
Holy shit.
Wow, laying it.
Yeah.
Throw.
You made puppets. You should just be governmental if you are making puppets because I have no puppet.
Puppet. I would bring mine to church. I'd pretend I had a little cat puppet here, and then people would be like, "Oh, you brought a cat?" And I thought I was convincing people that it was a real cat. I thought I was tricking people with my really good puppeteteering that it was like a real cat. But
they were just being nice to you.
They were just being nice.
I answered my own question as to what happened right before the chair got thrown. Thank you for that explanation.
Yeah. Did they throw a pew at you? The whole congregation picked up a pew and just hurled it at your head.
And they took turns hitting me with the collection plate, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
well, I haven't been in a church in years. I walk in there, believe it, holy water melts, you know.
You don't want to know where the holy water comes from, Chip.
No, it's the toilet.
Process.
Right?
Oh.
So you were doing a little puppet. What was your little puppet's name? That's the cutest thing I ever heard.
Little puppet. Yeah. It was just just like a little black cat. It was just like I didn't really have a name. I just was
and what would he say?
He was like,
what a shit puppet.
This is like going back. Oh, you know what I had? I had one called Danny the Donkey. It was a paper bag. And then one time when I was very young, I jumped up on
show.
I jumped up on stage. It was a church play. I was too young to be in it. And I just jumped on
you weren't.
And I did a little pre-show.
What was it called? Cuties?
Oh, God. Yeah, I was bending over a lot and twerking and looking back at the audience. And slapping myself. Yeah, I was.
So wait, you jumped on stage with your little puppet?
I jumped on stage with my little paper bag puppet, and I was like, "This is Danny the Donkey." And then they had to they're like, "Get her off!" You know?
There's a child with a puppet making little noise.
I was really young. I was really little. Maybe
what was your donkey noise?
Did you get donkey punched?
Not till much layer. Yeah.
You got the light seconds into the first act you ever did.
Yes. They were like, you're not even booked on this. You know.
You should have said it's a lamb, and him and the ox are keeping time. The little drummer boy, fut 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 fut. Yeah, keeping time.
Yeah, I was a lamb in a church play, but my cotton balls kept falling off. I had to walk on my hands and knees down the aisle.
You played a lamb?
I was a lamb, yeah.
So what became of your spring lamb? It acted in a play, Dr. Lecter. So they killed your lamb? No, they should have. They threw a chair at it.
Miss Littman's got some chairs in here. Maybe I can...
Those business cards. So let me ask you something, babe. You were a lamb in the little play. Did you have any lines?
No lines. I think I had maybe a couple of bass.
Were you covered in cotton balls?
You know, I think I had to make my own costume. I just had to glue cotton to whatever I was wearing or whatever I had, and it was falling off. Low budget, the church. Yeah.
My friend of mine, she had a little lamb.
Oh no!
How was the fleece?
It's white.
How white?
I mean, as white as bright light. Snow.
Did you say snow?
Yeah.
Snow?
I would.
Oh,
yeah.
Chip, was that your friend's lamb?
It was, yeah. It was.
Or did you just hear a poem?
No, it was my friend. I used to see.
What was her name?
Matilda.
Oh, Matilda.
Matilda had a little lamb. Fleece was white as snow.
It wasn't Mary?
That's bright light.
No, it was Matilda. And I can't write a poem about it because I don't know what rhymes with Lamar's boot print in the side of it.
Oh.
So, Anthony, you were making puppets, and what happened? Now, did your family embrace your puppeteering?
Well, my mom, she didn't mind. You know, I made a little puppet, and it was going to be a marionette, but I didn't have the strings for it yet. So I would carry it around. And my dad, he said, Ro, my mother's name was Rose. So he goes, Ro, no son of mine is going to carry an effing doll around while we go out.
He's right.
And she said, Joey, it's not a doll, it's a puppet. And he goes, no, it's a doll. And then he said some words that start with F. And then it was agate. And then there were some other things. You know, he didn't really like the idea that I went around with a puppet without strings.
He thought it was a doll.
It's a doll. And in that case, a young boy should not be walking around playing with dolls.
Did it have like a long a cloth like shirt but looked like a dress? What'd your puppet look like?
I had made it out of paper towels and tape that I had rolled up and
what a rich
like a ghost, like they make the ghosts in the classroom.
Yeah.
Like you just make it out of a tissue ghost.
No, it was different pieces. Like the forearm was one; it was taped up, and then piece of tape to connect it. So it had little, articulations.
Sounds like a voodoo doll.
Yeah,
of my dad.
Sounds like your dad was right.
Yeah, he was. Should have beat Private Pile with it. That's what it sounds like.
It's just a dream, fat boy.
Yeah.
It's just a dream.
Ow!
But then, remember, he straightened up, and look what a good soldier he became.
Oh, look at you.
He turned into a great marksman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what did you finally do? What became of your puppet?
I think my puppet probably one night cleaned up some spilt soup, on the table, using its real purpose, being paper towels. And then I just never made another puppet again, Chip.
Sometimes you think that if you can just make one puppet, you won't ever wake up again hearing your puppet wipe up a spill.
Yes. Silence of the puppets. Yeah, it cleaned up what Miggs threw at me.
Well, it cleaned up what you couldn't get in your mouth.
Hey, Miggs got an Oscar for that role. No one could believe it. Yeah, no. I mean, it was a small part, but still, he nailed it.
I auditioned for that part, but I kept messing the lineup.
Right.
I kept getting it wrong. They're like, all right, go. I was like, you're a cunt. I do smell it. And they're like, wrong.
Right.
I can smell your deodorant. No.
Yeah.
No.
I smell flowers, m'lady.
Much too polite for her.
I was too polite. I said something like, oh, I can smell John Hinckley. And it really fucked her up when I said that. She got really upset. Brought back memories.
Yes,
I smell gunpowder.
Yeah, we remember.
Oh, well, this was fun, m'lady. This was almost an hour already. Feels like it, don't it?
Well, it doesn't feel like it.
Fast.
Good, because I think everybody got like a little bit of emotional,
personal
feeling.
We all opened up. It's a healthy thing to do, right?
Yeah. So let me ask you, Ron, of all the people you've interviewed, who made you cry?
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bobcat Gold. Why? There's no more police academies, right?
That's exactly right. I go, when is Police Academy 6 coming out? It's not going to happen, Chip.
I do that one.
Hey.
Yeah. Sounds like Uncle Paul.
The hell was that?
Yeah, it's impression night.
Yeah. Fucking Bobcat. Why did he make you cry? What happened?
He's Bobcat. He just has that ability to get. I mean, he's like you. You've done it tonight. You made all of us cry here tonight. Puppets, the chair cocks, the Liberty Bell,
chair cocks,
humping the bell. Don't forget fucking what's the name? Old Benny Franklin. Who's that flag knitting bitch? Oh yeah,
Betsy Ross, Bill Cosby. We went all through Philly. Hall & Oates. Spent a little time talking about Hall & Oates.
Yeah. And Betsy Ross got it all sewn up, and then there's Maud.
Another
Lady
song.
Godiva was afraid. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking chocolate. That's what she was. Lady Godiva was yummy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let me
Chrissy's
ask you.
dad was a freedom rider. He didn't care if the whole world looked. He's naked like Lady Godiva.
Yeah.
He threw a chair, put the leg inside her. So let me ask you something. So Bobcat made you cry in the moment, or was it later on the way home?
It was later on the way home. I cried a little bit in front of the audience and then broke down in the hallway. Just actually ended up laying on the floor, screaming and crying and scratching at a rug.
I remember seeing you there, and I was
Right.
like, I was going to ask if you were okay, but then I had a text message I had to send.
Yeah, you stepped over me, Chippah.
Yeah, I felt bad about that, but you look fine. I'm like, he'll be all right.
Yeah,
So
I wasn't. I was looking for a friend, Chippah.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. I was busy. I had to send a text.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. Yeah, make sure my phone bill was paid. It doesn't matter.
Right.
What an unnecessary.
I didn't know that.
Hey, by text?
No, but AT&T said, send yes if you sent your phone bill. And I had to put the YE. And I was like, you're looking for the yes on the thing. And I seen Ronnie there. I'm like, I don't want to lose my train of thought. And put ye. And that's not enough.
It was years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was afraid to think I was talking about Kanye,
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. So listen, this was a good one. Everybody's childhood.
Right.
See, I'm always the one who's talking about it, but today it was about getting to the nitty gritty and bringing healing.
Right. And it worked.
Feel healed. Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah, I'm healed. It's great. Thank you.
Yeah. But Ronnie for your Liberty Bell, and for Anthony and your puppets, and for Chrissy and your inappropriate nudity and chairs flying by your pretty little head.
There it is.
Rebounded. You've rebounded, Chrissy.
Yeah.
You're doing good.
In your own way.
Yeah, you're handling it well. You got a good career. You do shows.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, you.
Shit.
When am I going to be on your show?
Again.
My show?
Again.
Yeah, when am I going to come on?
Well, yeah. Whatever
Ron.
you want.
All right. Fucking Chip.
Yeah.
I love it.
You should have me on if you want your ratings to go up.
Ratings machine.
Who?
Chip.
No, Anthony.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
I am this week.
All right.
I will take Thursday. Are you free Thursday, Mr. Chip?
Thursday, no.
Oh, shit.
But next week, if you want me next week, Puppet Boy, I will be available next week.
Let's tentatively schedule Tuesday of next week.
Tuesday?
I'm sorry, and I'm looking at the schedule. You already have the Boogaloo Boys scheduled on Tuesday.
Boogaloo boys. Boogaloo, boogaloo, boogaloo. I'm over here now. The Boogaloo Boys.
Who are the Boogaloo Boys? I've heard of them.
Oh, they're a terrible, a violent group.
Aren't they like the opposite of Antifa?
Yeah.
Oh.
Everyone needs
Opposite
to
in
just
skin color. Is that what you're going for? Is that
Well, Antifa's white.
center?
Are they black or white, the
they really
Boogaloo
are.
Boys?
Very white.
Oh.
They wear
Yeah.
Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
I like Hawaiian shirts. I used to wear them a lot of times. If they told me I had to wear a suit, I'm like, nobody tells Chipperson what to wear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Casual Friday.
Yep. I would get all of my shirts look like Dolph Sweet in The Wanderers.
I love that. That was a good movie.
Yeah, you bet it was.
Give him the big double XL. You'll grow into it. And we all had a good laugh as we headed to the ending credits.
Yeah.
So here we go.
No.
Now, Ronnie, you know how we end this.
Oh, yeah.
Babe, you know how we end this.
Oh, yeah.
Chrissy, you know how we end this. Okay.
Wow, wow.
All right. So I count down from a number. Now, Ron, you're going to be at Bob Kelly the 24th of October. Good luck. What's the website? Plug away, Ronnie.
It's a big stadium show, live from homeplate.com. It's going to be COVID safe.
That's chill.
That's all I told him. Yeah.
Okay. Chrissy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now. Babe, don't be shy.
Come on now. October 21st at Tips Ale House. Going to be headlining that. And also November 12th and Coney Island. That's like a stand-up New York show. And tickets are available for both those shows now.
Tell Bob Levy I said hello.
I will.
All right. Anthony, what do you got?
Just compoundmedia.com.
Boy.
That's all you got to do. Compoundmedia.com. Go there. Plenty of stuff.
How ironic that one day you were making puppets only to become a puppet in the eyes of the government.
We're all puppets in that way, aren't we?
Someone's got our hand up all of our.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you for not being vulgar. That would have been edited out. Okay, you guys know how we end this?
Oh, yes. We
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chippy.
Motherfuckers. Philly Ronnie. Long Island Aunt, Long Island Chrissy. Schenectady Chipperson says thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. This was
I'll
great.
see y'all on the flip side.
Love you, Chip.
I love y'all too.
Chip has a fucking podcast.